take action when sending that child many times to the hospital, calling the police and the ambulance because of that child's behavior?
Well, the question is, how many times should the school be calling the police, or
take the child and then they will keep him in the hospital? Or
there is no specific number. It really depends on the real test is whether there is a substantial reason to believe that the child is a danger to themselves or to others around them. But as a parent, I think it's very important that if it happens once, if it happens again, you go to the school and say, this is not working, we need more services. That is, as a parent, it's important that you do that. I don't know if you want to translate that.
La pregunta era que cuántas veces con su hijo de restringirlo, llevarlo o cometerlo a un hospital psiquiátrico. La verdad es que no hay límite. La prueba en verdad llega cuando es tiempo para determinar si el estudiante es un peligro para sí mismo o para otros. Y si es el caso de que una y otra vez están llamando a la policía o están llamando a la ambulancia, usted como padre tiene que intervenir y decirle a la escuela que eso no debe estar pasando, algo en el plan no está funcionando y pedir servicios adicionales.
And that's important because it's one thing to get the right behavior. You have the doctor review it, you've got the right plan, they finally agree to it, they agree to provide the services. It's not finished because you have to make sure that it's being implemented every time, next week, next month. You have to make sure, you have to monitor what's going on at the school.
Y eso es importante porque está bien que le den los servicios apropiados, que le tengan la clasificación, que tengan un plan de intervención, pero usted como padre tiene que asegurar de que eso se está implementando todos los días en la escuela, que ese plan que tienen lo están llevando a cabo con su hijo.
The reason of my question was that if I report that they should change the plan because the school has an obligation for more than 3 times the same situation happening. That means the system is not working. Do they have the right to put up? This is what's going on with this child. You know, this is not working. Why they're not getting more help?
Well, in a situation, the question was, if this keeps going on and on and on, and the school is supposed to do something about it, what can you do? And in that situation, I would ask for a couple of things. You have a right under the law to be reviewed one time every year, okay? But that doesn't mean you only get one time. Ask for a meeting. Don't wait till the meeting in the spring. Ask for a meeting in November if there's a problem. And ask for the behavioral plan to be updated. Make sure that if you tell the school that they're not doing enough based upon what's happening, and if they disagree, then you can ask for a hearing. The hearing is your right to go over the school's head, okay? If you don't agree with what they're doing, you can do what's necessary.
Entonces ella preguntó que si ya ha pasado varias veces, si ya se ha comunicado que el plan no está funcionando, que necesitan algo nuevo. Es importante que en esos casos ustedes sepan que ustedes tienen el derecho de revisar el IP todos los años, cada año. Pero eso no significa que tienen que esperar hasta el próximo IP para pedir una reunión. Si ven que algo no está funcionando, pide una reunión. Y no tienen que esperar que sea en el verano o antes de la escuela. Si lo quieren en noviembre, háganlo en noviembre. Y si ustedes piensan que no está funcionando y la escuela está en desacuerdo, no está de acuerdo con ustedes, entonces tienen el derecho de una audiencia imparcial. Eso es su derecho como padres para ir por encima de la autoridad de la escuela y conseguir lo que necesitan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my question is, right now I write a letter to open the IP because I want to request an ABA directive for my school. So if they disagree, they said they don't have that kind of tools,
do is you can request an impartial hearing, and based upon the reason for the need for the ABA services, we typically would need a doctor to testify or provide a report that it's needed and why it's needed, and then you could ask for a hearing and ask a hearing officer to make the school provide ABA services to your child, either at home or during the day or in an approved setting. And sometimes you can even get your offers it. So there are a lot of things you can do. I would just caution, as Julia mentioned earlier, an impartial hearing it's a legal proceeding. There's testimony, there's a judge, the hearing officer acts like a judge, so you should really have an attorney representing you, because the hearing request, it's very important, there's certain things that have to be in there, okay? So you should, if that's the problem, you should speak to an attorney about filing a hearing request for you and getting your child the ABA services that they need. Well, if you don't necessarily have to wait, if they've already refused it, you could follow up in writing saying that since you I disagree that you're refusing to get ABA services for my child, and then we can just file a hearing request and request that.
Entonces, ella había solicitado que le abrieran la reunión de IEP otra vez porque ella está pidiendo servicios de terapia de ABA. Si es el caso que la rechacen, y lo más probable es que le digan que no, entonces ¿cuál es el plan de acción después? Y como se ha dicho, hay muchas cosas que se puede hacer. Se puede solicitar una audiencia imparcial otra vez, acordándose siempre que la audiencia imparcial es un procedimiento legal. Hay testimonio, hay testigos, hay evidencia, pero un oficial puede ayudarlo a forzar que la escuela le dé la terapia de ABA, sea en la casa, durante el día o en un ambiente apropiado, o también pueden conseguir que le pongan al estudiante en una escuela privada que se provee. Hay varias cosas que se pueden hacer, pero tienen que primero pedir esa audiencia imparcial. Y ella también preguntó si tiene que esperar que le digan que no. Si ya la escuela le ha rechazado el pedido, pueden hacer comunicarse de nuevo diciendo que quieren esos servicios y que van a empezar la solicitud para una audiencia imparcial.
Okay. Now, I'm guessing that we should probably, if somebody want to ask either Julia or myself questions individually about your son or your daughter or your, IEP, or if you have questions about the process, we'll hang around for you to do that.
Ahora, si hay personas que tienen preguntas personales sobre su caso especial, su hijo, su hija, que vengan y pueden hablar con la señora Julia Frasca o con Roberto, pueden venir con sus preguntas.